Zanu.
But even more important is Zanu. I'll start by the obvious thing, which is to congratulate our president for retaining presidency of the Republic of Zimbabwe under the auspices of the Second Republic, which came about in 2017. He ran an arduous campaign, it was taxing to him. He really took it like it would be a do-or-die campaign. He went all over the country, and what is there, he has improved upon his showing from what he did in 2018. As much as he improved, which means that it's necessary got through. It was never going to be easy for ZANU-PF to try to win the confidence of the voter again after the decay and morass which marked the last 2 decades of the First Republic. We were on a downslide. There was obvious gloating and glee by those who don't want to make Zimbabwe win, those who don't want Zimbabwe revolution to succeed, and those who were advocating for national change and championing national change. It was obviously the way things were going in the First Republic, a self-fulfilling prophecy that the revolution would fail. Comrade Emerson Mnangagwa came to the rescue with the Second Republic, and he has been taking the country uphill, and it's good that there is a new confidence which is beginning to be instilled among Zimbabweans by what the president has been doing, and that is reflected in the increased voter margin which he had this time from the previous one. It also is reflected in the lower voter margin, which has gone to his main opposition, and we held the main opposition is Advocate Nelson Chamisa for sure. Who didn't make it, but it was a good show. It shows that Zimbabweans are democratic. I also want to salute the other candidates who were presidential candidates for their interests, even though their performance may not have been lackluster, but they liked their country and they participated, and it is a good thing. So we salute all the candidates, and we also want to salute ZANU-PF, the party which won absolute majority, which we need. We don't need anything but absolute majority, because that's how we rule a country. Only on extraordinary things do we need two-thirds majority. But we have a young constitution, 2018 it's under test, and we are generally reticent about introducing too many changes to that constitution, considering the way it came about. It was a national consensus and a national referendum. So we don't expect many challenging issues in terms of the constitution of Zimbabwe. So for governance, day-to-day governance, absolute majority is enough. That's exactly what we are gunning for, day-to-day governance of Zimbabwe. And to continue with the economic agenda, which the president has taken to this country, we are very confident that we will continue to be attracting investment under the banners for business. We will also continue to reach out to investors, to other countries, enhancing relationships with the traditional investors of the Second Republic, associated with BRICS, most of them, but continue to profile our hand to new investors, particularly from the EU and from America. We want them. Whereas we value our venture relationship with the BRICS countries, we are still very cognizant of the fact that the EU and the West has got the deepest pool of capital and the most tried and tested technologies and management expertise. So, anything which we we want to salute ZEC. They did a sterling job under difficult circumstances. The introduction of the electoral court is something which is not been there before. In an effort to make sure that any pebbles which may stay in the way of expression of democracy by the people of Zimbabwe and also the integrity of the candidates remains intact. There was this recourse to the fast-track electoral courts. It is a new invention of our legal system in a quest to make sure that we are seen to be democratic. It has its positive aspects, where there was an expression of the various wills of the candidates through contestation, and judgments were rendered. But in the end, it also had the effect of retarding the publication of ballot papers by ZEC, because they were waiting for the source material of a ballot paper, which is the judgments, and they had to come out of the courts. They couldn't go out of the courts. So here's a democratic system of the separation of powers between the judiciary, the executive, and the assembly at work. And one arm obviously has an effect on another, and that affected ZEC. So we understand the stress under which they had to work. But in the event, it was good. They still managed to make everybody vote. It was required. They even extended the vote. For those who are having misgivings about that, it turns out that in areas where the vote was extended, that's where precisely the opposition did go. So you can see, that there was no bad intention on the part of ZEC in extending the vote. If anything, maybe if we were being on the side of Zanu, we would be the one who would say, why did you extend the vote? Because it made the other side gain more seats. So we are, in a way, are the ones who are in the receiving end. But what were we on the receiving end of? The expression of the people's vote through a vote. That's the outlet expression of decision making by a sovereign nation, by an independent president, that he puts an X. Any other way would have trampled to that right of an individual to put an X. So even if we say the rules should have been followed to the letter extent, we still defer the fact that people actually eventually put an X and chose their candidate whom they wanted. And in the process, the opposition increased their seats. You saw Brawai was actually the victim. And if there was any benefit to Zambia, it was in mankind. But there were 2 seats, 2 districts, not even 2 seats. So the beneficiaries of the extension by ZEC are more to do with the opposition and Zambia. Why do they want now to complain about the system which may bring more seats? That's being cherished on the part of the opposition to say, we also are happy with the presidential candidates and the various candidates who signed their names on the E11s in various polling stations. It was a good thing to say we accept the result. And it made it very easy for people to accept the legitimacy of the vote, because they were endorsed in the voting votes by the various candidates. We wish that that spirit would have persisted last night with the presidential candidate, but we were disappointed that there seemed to be misgivings about approving the signature to the V11 of the outright vote of the presidency. We really think that if people go into an election with the idea that if I don't win, therefore the result is not right, it's not a good idea, because you are presenting the decision of the people who are making decisions, who are putting their axis inside the booth. You come there with a predetermined position that if they go into a booth, they must vote for you. And then when the results come and some of the votes are not for you, then you say, I can't accept. It's not right. It's not a proper. You don't go into a match on the idea that if I don't win, therefore the match what is it may, we take comfort in that we have legal systems which are in place, which are a recourse for any people who may have misgivings about how the process is happened. We as ZANU-PF, we have no quarrel with the system. We are happy with the system. It drives, but we keep them here and there because we look at the overall good and the overall image of the country. So we may have our gripes, but we look at the general good of Zimbabwe. We hope that the same action can be exhibited by the other side, that we use the systems which are in place. The Constitution, it was a well-written Constitution, covers almost every ambit, every dimension under which conflict resolution may be pursued in the event that certain people feel aggrieved. So if people feel aggrieved and they resort to the Constitution of Zimbabwe as a source of remedy for their gripes and grievances, it's a good thing. Actually, we ZANU-PF are happy about that because I come from the field of finance. Once in a while, the central banks of the world, they do what are called the stress tests of their banks to see how strong they are. These are the stress tests. If people go to the courts and use the system to address whatever may be grievances, it's a stress test for democracy. It means judgments will be made, and out of those judgments, we improve and tweak our democracy. So it's a right and proper thing for people to go to the courts. And even the Southern observations, they highlighted the fact that people that they should use the courts of Zimbabwe to go and settle and go and seek redress for those grievances. That's a very positive view from the Southern Observer Mission. We have no quarrel with the other parties, when I'm sure there may also even people from ZANU-PF who feel aggrieved at the candidate level. It's their constitutional right to they go to the courts. It only makes our democracy stronger because the more judgments are made about our democratic practices and they are put on record, the more perfect we become as a democracy. So the courts are there to ensure that the route to a more perfect democracy is achievable, is attainable. So we have no quarrel. What would, of course, be wrong is to go the Trump where you then say, I want to address a situation by an insurrection or by violence. That, of course, will be because we are now trying to work against the Constitution. So one can see what it has led Trump in. He's got a mugshot, a former president now, being tried under the insurrection laws of America. So I think, honestly, politics, I think all my increase in America. That's what I find. I understand exactly why the American system is going that way about Trump. We hope that it also becomes an example for Zimbabwean politicians that let's not test the Constitution by trying to go out of it. Let's test the Constitution by going through it to seek redress. So we hope it keeps that way. The opposition, they go to the courts, it's their rights. The judges have got their certificates. We will use ZANU-PF as much painful or otherwise. We always try to abide by the rulings of the courts. So it's a proper field. It's a fair field. And we are happy with the report which is coming from some of the observer missions, the Palestinian one, of course, the war in our traditional allies. But there's a particular one from the Indian observer team. Airport knows that India is the largest democracy in the world. 1.2 billion of them, they go through the report, very positive observations about how Zimbabwe conducted its elections. I've been a diplomat within the UN system. If you want a roadstar of what is generally diplomatically right and morally correct particular conflict, you usually do not go wrong by reading what the Indian diplomats say. They are fair, they are mature, they are responsible, and we want to learn from them. And when they make remarks, we take them seriously. And we take their report and we hope that whatever positives, negatives they strive to become a better democracy. I think there are other reports which are in a similar way. The Americans. Well, you can't wish them up. They are part of the global village. But sometimes the way they want to involve themselves in African affairs, it harks back to post-colonial psychosis, post-imperial angst that in Africa, which used to be our playground, our planet ground, is suddenly out of their reach. So the temptation for them is to always go overboard. And this is a region which colonized Africa. This is a region which enslaved Africa. This is a region which plundered African resources. This is a region which has placed every impediment it can to grow Africa from being model. That's the EU. And it is a reason which is being forced to revise its attitude towards Africa, simply because China, India, and other global south countries have become strong and are competing with them. You know, they never used to entertain even a black head of state in America. We go and meet an undersecretary for an African head of state on a state visit to Washington. Last year, America had its second China-America summit in the East. Not China, America-Africa summit in the East. It's second. China has been doing this since 2000. So everybody now takes the cue from China. Every major power in the world now wants to have a summit with Africa. America never used to do that. Why? Because China has come on board. So you see, the mere fact that they are now learning from latecomers, it shows that they've got a way of dealing with Africa which is full of prejudice. And they couldn't do these things on their own volition in the past, but they are now being forced to do. So they've got a sulking and a begrudging attitude about Africa taking its rightful place in global affairs. They love wars, if you look at what they are doing. They've planted war in every day. They are always teetering on the abyss of a nuclear war. They call it their fashionable game, which is wars. First World War, Second World War, 1870 war. So this is the American force is a transplant of Europe. So by extension, we are dealing with the same people. You know, they love wars. You see, there's only one American president who left office without declaring a war. It is Trump. Every other president, American president, wants to feel that we are macho. They must declare a war. Now, when people with such a kind of history begin to judge African elections, you want to say, you are tempted to say, you've got logs in your eyes, but you want to point specks in other people's. We have been peaceful, we have not fought against anybody. We are right in our own borders. They are busy, killing each other in the fields of Ukraine. But they've got the spare time to continue to pontificate as if they are the most righteous people. On a pedestal teaching about democracy, about human rights, about this, but charity begins at home. Charity begins at home. Stop wars in Ukraine. And then because you want bigger responsibilities to humanity, but by your willful pursuit of war to resolve issues, when you know the ballot box in Zimbabwe should be the one which resolves the issues. That's what you are doing. So with Europe, their comments always come. We bleed some of the comments which they make because there's a self-righteousness about people who are about a continent which tend to be the most profane in terms of the conduct of global affairs. surprised by the utterances which came from the delegation of Europe. But if there are positives which are there, again say we take a cafeteria approach. Those things which are good, we will take. Those which are not, which impinge on our sovereignty, we will dismiss. Because after all, we know we've been under their sanctions. We know America is going to sit there. We know America is going to have preference for the fail. If we know, they are the ones who say, unless our candidate makes it, we will not acknowledge the result. I put here a newspaper which is normally associated with the opposition. This is an edition of Newsweek, and I will wave it all to you. This is only last month. Today is the 24th of July, 27th. This is 24th. Exactly a month ago. You see, this is the ED has no room for it. This is Kanisi. With absolute confidence in the integrity of the electoral systems in Zimbabwe. Because his vigilance and the vigilance of his party given him the confidence that things were going to go right. So today, he is refusing to append the signature to the same system which he was loading so much on 24. The reason is this. Now, what do you say to a person like that? You can't. Are we wrong that you are a self-loser? Losing is a painful thing. But you've got to be man enough or woman enough to accept that sometimes things don't go the way you want. We in Zanu PF, because we are post-revolutionary movement, we know the pain of losing. And our pain of losing is battlefield losses. We were 12 in a section. There is a contact with the White Revolution Army. 12 people out of that, 8 you live on the battlefield. You go and report to headquarters that we were 12, 8, and unaccountable. West, because they are afraid that a quick reaction helicopter will be hovering over your head. You don't even take the bodies of the people 12. You are running away, leaving no comments. So we know nobody knows the searing aim of loss better than Zanu. Because that's what we went through in Zanu in our young days. But you've got to be able to say, I must survive and proceed with the task at hand. But it's like for Chamisa and his party, they cannot accept the without lending an element of bad faith to it. Each time you lose, you lend bad faith. We say if we lose, we improve upon our metro, we improve upon our strategy, we improve upon our tactics, so that tomorrow maybe we don't lose 8, we lose 3. Until eventually we say maybe we keep 12 and we inflict loss on the other side. Then you are on top. Because that's what the lesson you should do. To say you learn from loss, you improve upon yourself. But if you have got bad faith every time you lose, it's very difficult to learn. Because the benefit of bad faith makes you always go through the rear review mirror. You never face the screen again to see what is in front. So we hope we are not going to be, as the challenge of developing the country backwards. We hope we are not going to be constantly made to move the back to the review mirror and settle on this election as if it is the only thing which matters to Zimbabwe. What matters to Zimbabwe is to make the country forward and give the people a chance for a better life. That's what matters. And you do it by having goodwill about and creating hope. And this is precisely precisely what the president has been doing, creating hope. And the signs are there. There is a particular two bellwether constituency. There's a bellwether constituency in Zimbabwe for the past 67 years of African nationalism. It starts in Bari. All the politics which have made this country be what it is today starts from Bari. Because Bari was the modern colonial township which developed quickly to adopt African nationalism, taking advantage of the advent of capital and labor and industrialization. So African nationalism is born in Bali, in this country. And it's maybe an indicator of the way things are now going in every area. That Zanu stage divide. It's only a matter of time before the other townships follow what Bari does. Because it is the bellwether township of politics in Zimbabwe. And we want to congratulate the people of Bari for embracing Zanu in an urban area. I went to campaign there, that's where I was born. So I know what the young people of Bari did in the war. When they joined in big numbers in 75, the war changed. We could even attack tents in Harare using young people who came from Bari. It could be done by people who came from the war areas. So I want to say to the MDC, this perception that the urban areas are ours, we are going to be contesting it very heavily. And what is happening in Bali is a shot in the arm of the urban renewal agenda, which is going to be the centerpiece of some political programs. Henceforth, we believe what we have done in the rural areas to give hope, we are going to do the same to give urban areas even more hope. So we build upon that and let the MTC CCC Chamisa outfit be warned. We will be very hard for the urban vote as we proceed. And come 28, if they continue to look at the review here, whilst we are looking through the windscreen of what is going on in the future, they only have themselves to blame if we thumb them in urban areas in 2028, because that's what we are going to. We are looking firmly into the future, and we would encourage them to look firmly into the future so that they try to retain the vote. We have no quarrel with the idea of a constitutional democracy. It's their right, it's in the constitution for them to exist as a party. What we also are very conscious as Zambia is that we don't think we have a right to rule the people of Zimbabwe. We don't have a right. We have to constantly contest for the allegiance of the people of Zimbabwe to get the vote which we do. We take seriously the vote. We don't take the exit to get it like it, or we don't take it for granted. So we are going to work very hard. The same way we work very hard to organize people to overcome colonial system, the same way we are going to arduously work to make sure that we win every vote. So we want people to see. Don't waste your time looking at the land of India, and don't waste your time looking at foreign countries to come and say they will do this for us. They are too busy with their problems now. For you to think that if all the help which America had given them, they'd made urban areas prosperous in the last 2 decades, people would be unassailable because the urban areas will be so prosperous. And people will be voting for out of prosperity. They will be saying that why do we want you? Because we are prospering in the urban areas. But very soon it is going to change the way Bali is born. I'm also getting another constituency, rural constituency, which was the first to vote with triple seats. Mondoro Bay, I come from there. Mondoro Bay was the first time since 2000. It voted overwhelmingly for the president. He won 13,000 votes. And Chamisa won 80,000 in Mondoro Bay. This is the first rural constituency which went against Zanu because of the decay in dollars associated with Mugabe's second republic. It has come back. These are pointers of where we are going as politics of this country. So I want to end up by saying we are happy with the outcome of the elections. We want to congratulate President Mnangagwa and his team much. It's clearly an endorsement that he should go on with his reformist agenda of opening up, of being friends to none and enemy to all. We hope that the Americans will dismiss the tendency which is coming from some of their senators who never tire to wear the garb of Cecil John Rhodes. They always feel that Zimbabwe belongs to them. And there were some of them who were now talking about we must withdraw our relationship with Zimbabwe simply because there's been some negative. Who loves a perfect relationship? We are not making an issue, more issue now about such because the result is out. We are not making an issue of it. We want to take any positives out of that report and proceed. And we hope that the sovereign heads of state will also help Zimbabwe to come together in the head. President Zanu yesterday was being asked, no, we don't do things like that. That's enough. For us, that matter is resting. We are not going to be pursuing any more issue about the Zambian mission. We think that is what people have spoken, and their voice is louder than that of whatever mission. But whatever positives we are in this report, we will take it, we will embrace them and try to move forward. So we hope that the Americans continue, but otherwise, if they persist regarding a negative attitude, it is only their businesses which tend to lose. They say sanctions are against individuals, but what they've done is that they've made it difficult for American businesses to come and they've lost opportunity. And they have lost these opportunities in fair market measures and acquisitions. You may want to know Zimasco is now owned by China since 2006. But Zimasco was owned by Union Company, an American company. It was bought on the market away from American companies. We have Acadia, which used to be owned by Australians. The Chinese bought it on the market from Australia. These are Western nation. Australia is a Western nation. Bikita, you may want to know Bikita lithium. In 1953, America exploded the first hydrogen bomb. You needed lithium for that bomb. The lithium came from Bikita. It was American-owned Bikita lithium. Uranium came from the DRC, but the lithium came from Bikita. It was an American company. But because they lost their way in Zimbabwe along the way, they lost to Chinese investors. And they didn't lose it because we were giving Chinese freebies. No. Their owners were paid fair market value for the disposal of those assets to the Chinese. What am I trying to do? America's attitude of not respecting Zimbabwe as a sovereign state and giving the impression that we will remove the government makes American businessmen wait for the day when the government is removed, then they will get freebies from an on-site compromised government for the Jews. So they are waiting for the day to seize its own resources of Zimbabwe. Then they can come and go back to the colonial habit of taking African resources for free. It's not happening anymore because there are other better suitors. The girlfriend has another boyfriend who is over in the vicinity. So if the boyfriend has got another equally good-looking girl who is enticing him. So, this is the world of competition. America does not want to accept that Africa can make sovereign decisions about its resources. They want to control those resources by putting puppets in those governments, then they get it for free. So what happens in the end? They're expecting to have supper of African resources. We have finished the breakfast already with the Chinese, with the Indians, with breakfast, and then we take it. Whilst they are still waiting for supper. That opens the breakfast. And we are not going to stop and wait for America, because this is the attitude of America about this country. One of their former assistant secretaries of state on Africa, his name was Bonelli, he was asking, why does America always make so much noise about a little country called Zimbabwe in the middle of nowhere, which is landlocked? Bonelli is Hungarian, but American. He says, don't you know Zimbabwe's resources? You can go and check this in your book. So America's attitude towards Zimbabwe is driven by the abundance of resources of Zimbabwe. And America wants to have a free ride on those resources. They don't want to buy them on the market like the Chinese are doing. They don't want to buy them on the market like the Indians are doing. They don't want to buy them on the market like the Indonesians are doing. America wants to put a puppet inside Zimbabwe, then come and negotiate with the puppet so that they can split it. That's not going to happen. That Africa is gone. And that's why people are drifting away towards the BRICS, because of an American attitude. I'm saying it because it is being exhibited in their attitude towards this stuff, with the attitude of their senators in the elections which have just happened in Zimbabwe. We want to review our relations with Zimbabwe because Triple C did not do it. Why do you want to decide the sovereign will of the Zimbabwe people when you're an American senator? You've got your elections coming next year, you can vote in your elections and choose the Republican, Democrat. Why do you want to choose who is Triple C or Zanu in Zimbabwe elections when you're an American senator? Please, spare us the nonsense which is coming from in American Senate. So thank you so much for your time, and you also entertain questions. Once again, we hope the people of Zimbabwe will remain peaceful. It has been peaceful to date. We also hope that the political actors will act in a responsible manner and use the given constitutional avenues to redress any grievances which they may have. That is, like I say, it gives stress test to our state. With that's how we test the strength of your institutions, by taking them before the courts if they've got grievances. That is the best way to go. And we, as Zanu, our president is a lawyer, will abide by the decisions which come from the courts. This much I promise you. We will abide by the decisions which will come from the courts. If they decide for that, we hope they continue to look at that avenue to address about any issues which may arise. And it's not their monopoly. Like I said, there may also be players from the Zanu side who may feel that they were not treated properly. They may want to go to the court. But what I also appeal is to say, let's not continue to look in the rearview mirror. Let's see how we can come together, pull ourselves together, and spend our minds on positive aspects of how we can make Zimbabwe prosper by becoming a peaceful, peaceful and law and order nation, where capital is safe, where labor can go to work and convert capital into profit, and where prosperity can be engendered to the general public, and where there can be urban renewal through collective effort. There is a responsibility now for the urban mayors who are for the urban mayors, most of them from Triple C, to change their attitude about how they run urban areas. Maybe we reach out as two major parties to see how we can collaborate to make sure that Zimbabwe becomes a better country. This is what we want. This is what we genuinely wish and fervently wish as ZANU-PF. We can work together. We hope that this spirit can be welcomed and embraced by the opposition so that we move forward together. I thank you.
Are there any questions?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ambassador Mtango, for the time that you gave us. My name is Calvin. I work for the Namibian newspaper in Namibia, as well as Desert Radio. And we also congratulate you for the victory that you have won, and of course the guaranteeing of a second term for President Emmerson Mnangagwa. Although we see that there are misgivings on the side of the opposition, as you have just mentioned. But my question has to do with Zimbabwe and ZANU-PF. What has been missing within ZANU-PF DNA system for the past decades, all the way from 1980, is the espousing of the idea of succession politics. It's one thing that you dealt with within the party, of course, 2017, and you managed to, for the first time, put in place a president that was none other than Robert Mugabe. Now that His Excellency has been given his second term, are there assurances that are concrete within the ZANU-PF party that the party has positioned itself along a path of succession politics beyond Robert Mugabe? And while the Constitution of Zimbabwe does guarantee the issue of changing of power, but within ZANU-PF itself, are you sure, and are there guarantees that the Constitution will not be massaged in order to extend, once again, the tenure of Emerson Mnangagwa? So my question is for Ambassador Mchangwa and not you. So if he has got problems with my question, he will actually highlight, but he understands where I'm coming from. So please, can you bear with me? You will have your chance as well. That's all right. So can you just speak through the director, not through me, and do not interject me, because you have a right as I have too.
Please continue.
So my question is, are there guarantees, Ambassador, that with this victory that you have attained, succession politics will be a doctrine that will be espoused in practice within ZANU-PF? Thank you.
Well, I think the guiding principle there in the Supreme document is the Zimbabwe Constitution. It makes provision for what you are asking for. Already it is specific about the term aspect of presidency. And we are shy of the two-thirds majority, a little bit shy of the two-thirds majority, which would require, that's why in the beginning I was at pains to highlight the fact that we are short of the two-thirds majority. We will concentrate more on governance than probably trying to amend the constitution, because it may be a tall order when you don't have two-thirds majority. So I would rather that question be answered through the provisions of the Zimbabwe Constitution. To address the constitution. And we were part to that constitution. We wrote it together with MDC before it officially took and moved and casted and shed off the positive skin of MDC and became a more characteristic. But they were part of that constitution. So we hope that my answer is enough with provisions in the Zimbabwe Constitution. Whatever happens in ZANU-PF is private. It's a private citizen. More important document is the Zimbabwe Constitution. It overrides whatever private citizen or private entities may think or otherwise. But we have also learned from the bitter experience of the Mugabe years. We do not want to be a very repeat of usurpation of power through the abuse of executive authority, where we were being taken to a revolution, but was being converted to a monarchy, a family monarchy. We will not approve that, because it was painful in 2016, 2017. Thank you. I want to come to you, because you've got a very question.
Ambassador, do you have renewed respect for your opponent in the Triple C, given that you have written him off, but came to get 44% and increase their time?
No, first I want to disabuse the notion that we had written him off. If we had written him off, we would not have campaigned as people as we did. We took him serious. I want to be very frank with you. Our president scoured the land. He almost now has got, he was showing everywhere that I'm on president. I also but Kataman was showing progress of what he's doing. He was going to churches, every church gathering. You would see our president there, every businessman he was handshaking. He was trying to show the Zimbabwe public that they made it work. I'm not sure whether it was being done by the other continent. There was no made-it-work attitude about it. Sometimes you got to accept that the biggest impact into society is made by businessmen. He sells goods and services which touch bigger people than a handshake or a greeting which I may have with an individual. So if you want to see a busy leader of a party, try to see which businessman he is comporting with. Because those are the people who can give an impact on society than individuals. Chamisa was nowhere to be seen to businessmen, and unfortunately that is the history of TPC MDC. They own towns, airports are in town, businessmen land in towns from the foreign countries. Their first port of call is a local authority to say, you don't work a business Banjumwe. You don't work a business Banjumwe. So a local authority is the most important destination of a businessman, not State House. But that does not exist in the TPC and in the MDC manuals. They don't care about businessmen. Because one family educated this ambulance, we are there to go to State House. And if Chamisa is not in State House, therefore, the mission is not complete. But you've been given a mandate here for Varana town. Can you try to run the town properly so that people can see that you are competent? Use the town as a center of excellence so that people can judge you. It will end up with State House. So these are the challenges which we have with TPC. But look, we know we are coming from an era where sanctions ravaged urban areas. We know the pain of sanctions on the urban population. So we are not taking that challenge of urban areas lightly. That's why we work so hard to make sure that the rural vote, we keep holding on to it. Because that's where ZANU-PF fought the war from. They have got a big affinity to the revolutionary traditions of ZANU-PF. And that's why we also spend a lot of time trying to make sure that that constituency is happy. We will promise you to do more for rural constituencies because we want to keep holding on to that vote. But we want to make inroads into the urban vote. But let me assure you, we work hard because we never take it for granted that we have a right to rule as a party. We have to contest for that X, which is Zimbabwean voter gives in a vote, in a booth. Under that vote, are we government? It's a long decision by a Zimbabwean voter inside the booth. That's what we target, and we take it seriously. And that's why we respect the opposition. And when they do perform to the point where they get 44% of the vote, well done. That's Zimbabwean democracy at work. That's what the people of Zimbabwe want. And we have to live with what the people of Zimbabwe want because we champion ourselves as the party which brought democracy to Zimbabwe. We have to live by the democratic aspirations which we fought for and which were the incubation of what Zimbabwe is today through the elections of 1970, 1980. I hope it answers your question. We never dismiss our opposition. That's why we work hard to make sure that we keep the attention of the voter. We don't sometimes do it well, we make mistakes. We still feel that we are falling short in urban areas. But like I told you, we feel that our message of hope is starting to permeate. And when we win what I say, the bellwether urban seat of this country, don't take lightly what Barry says. Because that's where every nationalist from the 1960s came from. Barry is also where the most intrepid of the guerrilla forces in the 1970s came from. The most daring ones. They came from Bad. Novakapisa Matek in 1978. They came from Bad. They changed the quality of Zanu forces and Zipra forces. The quality, it was the quality of the team because of the arrival of the urban youth and Bad in the epitomes. So we are happy about Bad and Babu. We will transform Bad. This best assured. Mbari will never be the same in the next 24 to 36 years. And I'm talking like that because I've been a major driver of investments in this country. You read sometimes in the Sunday Mail today, in December, you start producing steel monies. This is big. I've been the prime mover of that project since 2013. I come from Bali. So I'm telling you, we are going to transform Bali. Watch it. And the ideas are fully there. We will grow the Mbari paradigm and make it permeate to all the urban centers. And I'm saying it publicly so that the TCC are aware that we are going for them in urban areas. Watch out. And we are committing and with the record and with the connections, global connections to do it. Because we bring some of the best investors into the country. Because that's what changes the town. Biggest investors in the town. For the competent population, the organized population, a well-educated population, we will get the capital which is commensurate to their capabilities, to their high human resource index. This is the task of the Second Republic after this election, which I will do, and I promise you, most of the Morisa will follow up in the next 24 to 36 months. We are going to do it. President Mnangagwa is determined, fully focused on a massive urban renewal and an infrastructure drive of this country never seen by Africa. And it's going to happen. Thank you. Lady President.
My name is Mary Mundea. I'm from RT. My question to you, Ambassador, is in regards to how Zanu PF went to the polls without a manifesto for the first time since 1980. My understanding is that it's a booklet or it's a measure that is put in place that enables us to stress what it is that you have promised the electorate and be able to assess what it is that you would have done and not be able to do by the time the term comes to pass. What led to this, and how are we going to hold you accountable as a ruling party in this case His Excellency was declared the yesterday?
We have read manifestos, flower manifestos. Remember there was a document called Zim Asset from Senator Moyo and the others. I am a student of finance from New York. I've seen capital make changes in countries like China. I've seen goods being traded in Brussels. I looked at that document, Zim Asset. I dismissed it completely. Nothing but flowery language. It did nothing tangible to offer to the people of Zimbabwe. So you raise hope by a document which is war. Then he wants again to go into the election in a similar vein by writing a manifesto. But once bitten, twice shy. We were very careful this time that maybe we have done a lot on the ground. Why not have a compendium of what we've been achieving on the ground in various districts, in various provinces, in various states, and tell people this is what we are doing, so that people can attach your achievements to concrete projects. This is what we are doing. Maybe eventually get back to manifestos after we have rebuilt the confidence of the people in trusting the political document. If you put a political document and then you don't delete it, next time the electorate will all be on to it. So this time we're much more focused on highlighting our achievements on the ground. We have the fast growing economy in Africa. We have stabilized our currency. By the way, something which you continue to miss, there was a very bad miscalculation on the part of the TCC. It relied on the perennial attack of the Zimbabwe dollar on the eve of the elections because of the nature of the American dollar. That's what they were hoping for. They had hoped that there would be hyperinflation on a grand scale in the country and shake the confidence of the electorate because the dollar would have lost its buying power as people were going into the polling booths. This time, we went into the polling booth with the dollar strengthening. Again, courtesy to the concrete economic initiatives of the Second Republic President Zanu. When he goes to Gweru, to the miners, and saluting those SME miners, he is paying homage to the people who saved the Zimbabwe dollar, those young miners, the SMEs. Because we are now exporting $2 to $3 billion of gold, even 3 times higher than tobacco. You know, these are the things, our US dollars in this country, no more US dollars in the world. For all information, I'm from finance. They are sent by plane from the Federal Reserve in New York to a country. Zimbabwe's US dollars are not sent by an American federal government plane. They are sent to Dubai on the global market, and Zimbabwe sends gold to Dubai and buys the US dollars. That's why the dollars are new. On a good day, if you touch one, you get very new, because it is coming hot from the premium place in New York. It has been earned by Zimbabwean young miners digging gold, Makara, Rwanda, Chakari, Penalonga, Kwebe. Those are the people who are earning US dollars. That's how we avoided the inflational spectre, which normally wants the Zimbabwe dollar as we go to the elections. And once that equation was out, there was no opposition. Because for the ACCC, they sit back and the economy chapters as ZANU-PF. Dollar chapters as ZANU-PF. This time, the dollar was on the side of voting for ZANU-PF. Because it was strengthening as we went to the elections. You've got to take cognizance of some of these issues. That there is a cleverness, there is an astuteness in what the president is doing to this country. And the performance of the Zimbabwe dollar actually punched a hole into the balloon of the TPC. Because they were relying that America would run down the Zimbabwe dollar as we go to the election. Now we don't care about what America says with the dollar, because our dollar is earned, the US dollar is earned. And we believe that gold is better money than the US dollar. And we are going to put more money in digging gold. I reminded you the other day, countries earn hard currency by exports. We do that with tobacco, we do that with lithium. Remember, we're now going to be exporting lithium. We are having lithium concentrates coming in thousands of tons, coming from the plant in Udoroa, the new one from the Chinese billionaire company. It's coming on board to the one at Acacia or months. We have another one at Bikita. We have another one coming up in Rwanda, lithium. And lithium is gold. Ask Elon Musk. Lithium is gold. White gold. So these are going to be earning money on this scale. We no longer are buffeted by the whimsical tendencies of the Federal Reserve Bank in New York, because we are taking refuge in the armor of the Zimbabwe gold as the currency. This is what is ranking America. That's why the frenetic effort by America to say CCC must come into power, because we want to make sure that Zimbabwe does not go the way of the Zimbabwe of gold standard. This is what is ranking America about ZANU-PF.